on, guys? No be small team. Welcome back again to another video from your boy Vicky. How on a day now? How you guys doing? How was your day? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when you're watching. Benny Choke. Will I say there is fire on the mountain right now? Wahala deal or Olamide Bado don't cause wahala. I don't want to talk about this because I saw this yesterday. I don't want to talk about it, but I feel there is a need to talk about this right now because Olamide just reacted after a lot of people called him out over what he said. First, you guys remember when it comes in times of victory, when we say, oh, the victory in Afrobeat, remember people always see Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy as the big three. Even when Rema said, oh, there is no more a big trio, say nah, big four. People now see Davido, Wiz, Burna Boy, and Rema. I don't know why they don't include Olamide. Olamide now OG for the industry now. Olamide is an OG in the industry. When we talk about the big four, Olamide should be included. But that on the side, let's talk about what Olamide said. Will I say, was that an interview? Olamide was asked a question. Olamide, in response to the question, Olamide said, after Fela, that Wizkid is the biggest Afrobeat artist. Wahala deal. A lot of people have been reacting to that. Davido tweeted something today. I don't know if Davido was reacting to that as well. But Olamide said that. And a lot of people have been dragging Olamide. See, why Olamide go talk that kind of thing? What do you guys think about that? First, you guys should hear what Olamide said.
Almost 2 decades. Yeah. That's millennials plus Gen Z. How's it, by the way, working with Wizkid? You have so many songs, and you have 2 songs in your current album with him. How's it like working with Wiz?
After Fela, Wizkid is the greatest Afrobeat artist ever.
Tell them.
You guys heard that. Olamide said, after Fela, that Wizkid is the biggest Afrobeat artist. Wahala day. Anyway, a lot of people have been reacting. People have been saying a lot of things. But me, I don't farms all this comparison of his stuff. 100%. I don't farms this comparison. I see all those artists. I see them in a way that everyone is contributing to the culture. Davido is contributing to the culture. Olamide is contributing. Wiz, Burna Boy, everyone is contributing. But we get OGs for the industry. The OGs like Davido, Wiz, and Burna, they should be respected. 100%. I don't feel there is a need to put someone up there as number one. If we want to put someone up there as number one after Fela, remember that so many times Davido have said that he's the biggest. I think there was one interview of Davido when Davido was asked, Davido, what do you think? Who is the biggest and all that? In response, Davido said he's the biggest. And the person was like, is he by money? Like how? Davido said, fat is there. That is the biggest. Remember, so many times Burna Boy said, oh, say na him be the biggest too. Remember, say after Fela, say na him be the biggest Afrobeat artist. Many times Wizkid have posted on his story, he will write big ways, biggest. Everybody saying they are the biggest. Who will go talk say they are the biggest? So I feel there's no need for that. What Olamide said was not necessary. Everyone is contributing to the culture. And that is it. The OGs should be respected. The new cats in the game, respect the OGs because they have been there. They paved the way for you guys. So I feel there's no need for comparison here. The person should be, we should just put that stare to that. Oh, Fela paved the way for Afrobeat and he's the number one. I think number 2, no, they needed. What do you guys think about that? A lot of people have been reacting, people saying different things, dragging Olamide. Though after people started dragging Olamide, Olamide said something. Olamide made this tweet. Look at what Olamide said. Olamide said, honestly, this whole lengthy 3-way conversation is pretty much whatever. You can't diminish anyone's greatness, whether they are A-list, B-list, or anything else. Feel free to believe what you want or support whoever you choose. There is plenty of room in the sky for everyone. However, one thing to remember is that Burna, David, and Wiz are not narrow-minded enough to get offended by someone else's opinion or perspective. That's part of why they have reached where they are today. This was what Olamide tweeted after people have been dragging him for saying that Wizkid is the greatest artist after Fela. What do you guys think about that? Olamide said, feel free to believe what you want or support whoever you choose, that there is plenty room in the sky for everyone to fly. What do you guys think about that? Let me know via the comment section. Though Davido made some tweets today, was David referring to Olamide? Because Davido first made this tweet today. People said Davido was referring to Olamide. Davido said, blowing na grace, you can't call it again. Na God dey run am. Davido said, blowing na grace, that you can't call it again. Na God dey run am. And Davido said, lessons would be learnt. What do you guys think about that? Was David referring to Olamide or Davido just the passing on lane they go? Let me know what you think about that. Let's see what Gege said after what Olamide said. Gege said something. You guys should hear what Gege said.
Jesus. Now you talk this thing, Badu. Olamide, now you talk this kind of thing. Simple question, no. Simple question. Yeah. Bitch, after Fela, who is the greatest Afrobeat artist after Fela? Simple question, no. Olamide say na Wizkid, and you dey cry. You dey cry. Apart from Wizkid, who you feel say supposed to be there before? Come on, emotions and sentiment. There's reason for yourself. You reason about say as I be sing. No, nobody is more African when you talk of the entertainment industry now. Nobody is more African than Wizkid, apart from the fella himself. Wizkid is everything where Afrobeat stand will represent. Wizkid might be the person who be say, okay, when you think of Afrobeat, who go fit come to your mind now? Wizkid. This thing Dave Beyonce used to be sing. Sometimes remove. I love Davido so much. He honored me with a song. 2 songs. 19 honor me as the richest person in Delta State. I love Burna Boy. Above all, I love Zinoliski. But even with the love I have for these people, not still blind me to see who they do extraordinary things. When you talk of Afrobeat, the person that comes to mind is Wizkid. Because everything, if not for Wizkid, they will see the high they give Nigerian artists award for BET, for backstage. That's why they give people award. When they will call all those American artists, they will give the award for front of stage. It will reach Nigerian artists, the Afrobeat artists, they turn. They'll go hide there for back. When they hide, they give them award. Wizkid say no, enough of all this rubbish. Nice stopper. That's an African man, the African mentality. Then this year, Grammy, see the way the rest of them they happy, they twerk because they nominate them. Wizkid never please submit any of the projects. Now African man mentality be that, the pride. Because now the Grammy makes sense to you. A platform that is not African. One mark result for the best Afrobeat song. They say African category. Then a platform that is not African. What could choose for you? Which song be best Afrobeat song? A platform that is not African platform, and it makes sense to you. It just be like say the one they here like this as Urubu man now. They want to choose best Urubu speaking student. You want to go carry Yoruba man, Hausa man, or Igbo man. Make us choose, make us mark result for the best Urubu speaking student. It makes sense to you. So if Olamide come out and tell you say Wizkid is the best, is the greatest Afrobeat artist after Fela, take a like that. Now the truth tell you. Take a like. What watch shoes again before? When you talk about longevity, Wizkid is there. Tell me how many people will start the same time with Wizkid. They start Wizkid as relevant as Wizkid, if not Davido. You know the longevity this guy did there. Fan base he did there. Then when we talk of the extraordinary talent, he still get up. Then when you still talk of that normal African man aura, he get up. Now that he get past the rest of them. The rest of them they do no. You get one person now, where they do what they do now, where represent Urubu more than me. I feel not they speak Urubu for you, but when you see the mentality, the mindset, the belief, you know, say this person is Urubu man. Now, what will they tell you be that? Not if I say you get the talent. Now, why would you choose Ronaldo over Messi? Because when you think of football, Ronaldo they come to mind first before the Messi. Even if you get the talent, it's a bit play, but only that Ronaldo celebration, even in physical If physical, if full life na the football. Not be saying the other guys you sabi play am, but when you talk of say which person picture will come to your mind when you measure football, Ronaldo will first come to your mind first. That's what the Wizkid still be. Olamide is trying, Davido is trying, Burna Boy is trying, not the Rema Asake they are trying. But when you still look beyond, you see say this guy is more African with the craft and everything than the rest of them, and he deserves to be there after Fela. You know understand? I get fun, I get and the sweat.
Gege said a lot of things. You guys heard Gege. What you guys have to say about this? My own is that Fela paved the way and everybody else started from where Fela stopped. So Fela should be the statue. Now Fela supposed to be the number one. It just be like, let me put it this way. It's just as if as Jesus Christ they now, let me just as God they now. And I won't come talk say this person now and a second God. No, we don't need that. Fela should be there. He paved the way for Afrobeat. He's the number one. Everyone else just the full and full back. Just that we get OGs that started immediately after Fela. And that's my own head. No comparison. Nobody is bigger than anybody. 100%. Everybody's contributing to the culture. Let me know what you think about that. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe. Hit the bell notification button to always get notified whenever I drop videos like this. I remain your favorite Big Vicky.